I'm Calum Nicholson. I'm Director of Research here at the Danube Institute. In some ways, Hungary feels like Britain through a filter, because, well, for one reason, I think we're both island nations. I mean, Britain is an island surrounded by water, but of course, Hungary, you could argue, is an island, a linguistic island surrounded by land. I think actually there are a lot of parallels between the Scots and the Hungarians. I mean, the Scots have had a disproportionate impact relative to the size of population. And I think the Hungarians are the same. You look at the history of science. I think the huge number of Nobel Prize winners from Hungary. The football team used to be pretty good, is getting better again. I think you can tell a lot about a nation's mentality in terms of the sense of humor. And one thing that is in the British sense of humor, I think, is this humor is very dark, very self-deprecating, quite absurd. And I think in Hungary there's a similar sort of darkness and self-deprecation and absurdity in the humor, which I like quite a lot. I think in Hungary, in the culture, there's always this depth. I mean, I've often found when you have conversations with people in Hungary, there is a presence in the conversation. People are not distracted by their phones. They're not thinking about something else. There's a lot of eye contact. People are very present in the conversation. I think Budapest is simply the most beautiful city I've ever been to. It's a very interesting city because it's big enough that everything comes here or happens here, but it's small enough that it always feels intimate, it always feels yours. The Danube Institute is a centre-right institute that is really engaged in doing some research and innovation into what a conservative frame of reference should be on myriad different issues. The point is not in research and in the work of think tanks, it's not really about giving new facts as such. It's more about saying, well, what do the facts mean if you have this set of assumptions? And so we have a conservative set of assumptions. The basic idea is that whatever we do should either illuminate something about international conservatism, identify emerging patterns in it, or to illuminate something about Hungary, perhaps comparatively, for the outside world. So right now, a lot of my work is preoccupied with other people's work, but I'd like to return to my own projects. I have a few things I'm working on. One is a history of international development. Another is a book that is long delayed on the impact of social media. The thing is, if you go back 15 years, I used to play a lot of ice hockey, but I'm now older than any professional ice hockey player who isn't Czech in the world, so no more ice hockey for me. But no, I try and get out and do some hiking occasionally. And frankly, whenever I get a chance, I like to go back to England. I have a little cottage there and I go to my garden and I weed the garden. I'm Calum Nicholson. Hope to see you here at the Danube Institute at one of our events soon.